Good evening. Welcome to the Village Hall. My name is Khurshid Hoda, and I'm the Director of Engineering for the Village of Orland Park. And this meeting is for the Spur 2 water main, which is our redundant water supply that we receive from the Village of Orland. And the purpose of this meeting is to update you on the project. The project is about to start, meaning the actual construction is about to start. And you have any questions that you need to get answers today, you're welcome to ask those questions. Otherwise, myself from the Village of Orland Park Engineering Department and Joel from our Public Works Department. Joel is the Public Works Director, and he will introduce himself as well. We are your local contact. So anytime you have any questions or concerns, you're definitely welcome to contact us. But then also Dan Croson, and he will introduce himself in a minute. You're also welcome to contact him at any time. His name and his phone number was also on the door tag that was left. So I'm going to pass it on to Dan Croson. Dan Croson is the Village of Oakland's consultant. Their responsibility is to provide oversight for the entire project from start to end. So, and then also, when you ask questions, please, we have another mic that will pass it to you. Just speak in the mic so that we can, this meeting is also recorded for your purposes. So Dan, go ahead.
Thank you, Khurshid. Hi, my name is Dan Crossan. I work for Christopher Burke Engineering. We're a consulting firm based in Rosemont. We do work on various projects in Orland, so we're quite familiar with the staff here. We also do a lot of work in Oak Lawn, so we know their staff too. Also present here is the Public Works Director from Oak Lawn, Bill Meyer. Andy Pisa from Benchmark Construction, they're going to be the general contractor on the job. Bob Hildebrandski, who works for Christopher Burke Engineering, he's going to be the resident engineer. He's going to be my full-time, day-to-day guy on the project, the guy you'll see most of the time during the construction. As Khurshid said, the purpose of the job, and this is a little schematic I got from Orland Park, from Oak Lawn, is to provide redundancy to the village's water supply, and also to meet projected demand levels at for 2040. So we are increasing capacity and providing a more reliable water source for the residents and businesses in Orland. The Oak Lawn Regional Water System supplies water, I believe, to 12 communities. So it's a major undertaking. They've been working up in Oak Lawn here, updating their underground facilities for a few years right now. So this is a small part of a huge infrastructure improvement. The project is basically two main elements. Khurshid, if you want to flip that PowerPoint. The next one past that. Great. We start in Liberty Park. There's a reinforced concrete intake structure where the water is going to be distributed into the 3 reservoirs that exist in the park. And then we are going to start doing the pipeline work. Pipeline comes out on Thistlewood, down Raintree, takes a long stretch up Wheeler, and we jump into the ComEd right away at 82nd Avenue, and then down to Catalina where we make another connection there. That's the whole project. It's about 11,000 feet of pipe and the intake structure. You can flip to the next slide there, Khurshid. This is the preliminary schedule that we're looking at. This green line here is the work on the reinforced concrete infrastructure building and the mechanical elements that are there. We're stepping down here. This is the work on Thistlewood to Raintree. As you can see, it kind of all follows in a logical pattern. What this doesn't show, or maybe it does, is that the contractor was anticipating that they may be able to put 2 underground crews on the job. So we'd start that work on Thistlewood, Raintree, and Wheeler, and then also start another pipe installation on the ComEd right away, and finish that off. We're not 100% certain that that's going to happen just yet, but that's what preliminarily we've been talking about. I do up here have the maintenance of traffic drawings that are in the contract. Please, once I finish this little presentation, come up here, take a look at these, and ask questions. I have plans. We can locate your homes if we're going to be working out in front of your home. The construction basically is going to take up half of the streets. We anticipate like a 5-foot wide trench. Trench varies in depths, and then repaving the trench in the spring when asphalt becomes available. But the roadways, the plans call for roadway closures with only local traffic allowed while the pipe's going in, so like in front of your house, it'd be limited access. Contractors looking at probably installing at least 100 feet of pipe a day. So if we are in front of your house one day, we're going to be moving, we'll be down the street pretty quickly. That's really all I have. Contractors planning on, is anticipated starting sometime around the first week of December. If all goes well, we would have all the pipe in the ground by March. We're discussing how to deal with snow operations right now, so that might impact when we start and when we finish. So I encourage you guys to come up, take a look at the materials I brought, ask me whatever questions, or ask the team whatever questions you'd like to ask. And thanks for coming. Please make sure you sign in. We will be pushing out weekly updates to the residents via email. So make sure you let us know who you are. Okay, thank you. You had a question, sir?
Yes, sir. Tony Gackos, I live on Wheeler. You said 5 foot wide. Are you going right down the middle of the street, or
No.
right or left?
On Wheeler, we jump on Wheeler to a couple different sides of the road, depending on where we are, in order to make the curves of that one radius, I think, over at the east end of Wheeler. So I believe for the most part, we would be on the south part of Wheeler for the most part, but down at the end at 82nd, as we come through that curve, we got to jump up to the north side. We'll be in the street, like halfway in the street. The water main itself favors, is about 5 foot off of the existing curb line.
We're on Sunflower Court by
Okay.
the ComEd retention pond.
Okay.
How does that affect us, and also with our garage? Will we be able to have access to our garage, or will that be blocked off for us to pull in?
Where is Sunflower Court?
2 blocks in from 80th.
Excuse me?
2 blocks in from 80th Avenue.
Oh, okay.
2 blocks east of.
80th. I mean, we're going to be in your essentially what's your backyard at that
You are
point.
gonna be in the
We are going to be in the backyard. So unless you have some kind of, something in what's considered the right-of-way there, I mean, we're not going to be on your property or anything. You'll have access to your garage.
Okay.
There really should be pretty minimal impacts to you guys.
Okay, it's all in the back then.
On the back, we were working 7 to 3:30, so maybe we wake you up.
Thank you.
Sure. Yes, sir.
I know you guys is, everything works out fine, but, what about, and I don't want to open a can of worms, but what about winter and snow plowing and everything else, parking?
Yeah, we're discussing that right now. We're trying to come up with a plan on how best to serve, you and let the contractor get his work done.
Will we be able to get out of our driveways?
We will make sure you can get out of your driveway, yes. And this work it doesn't happen that quick. So you should be able to, and we'll make sure that we knock on doors, we alert, people know that we're coming through during our 8-hour day. We'll do whatever, if, I've certainly worked on projects where there's somebody who's incapacitated in the home and whatnot. You'll have my phone number, you'll have Bob's phone number, you'll have our emails. Let us know, and we will make sure we take care of you. Yes, sir.
They show the line, this little pumping station goes east-west, right to the midline of this reservoir.
Oh, that's my draftsman doing that. The work is basically backed by the parking. The intake structure is backed by the parking lot for the school. The paths here are going to be closed in the park area.
Now, look, the path that runs north-south on the west end of the reservoir.
Yes, I believe it's going to be closed as a truckway, because we need to get concrete trucks back here. We don't want to be driving them through the school parking lot. So, and we can't drive them on top of the reservoir. So we need to come around the perimeter here. So we're going to have to close that path down for access. We're not going to be going through anybody's backyard.
Okay.
It would just, it would be on existing pathways that are there.
Okay.
Anybody else? Okay.
You had the Gantt chart there, which is like bad eyesight.
You can, I have it here if you want to come up and look.
This ring, where do you start? Where do you start?
Two places to start, but they're both in the park here. There is a water main connection on the pipeline that we have to make on the would be the southeast corner of Liberty Park. And then, like I said, the intake structure back here is like, there's 3 reservoirs here, so it's like right in the middle of that park. The new intake structure is gonna get built right at the edge of the asphalt. I believe there's basketball courts. Right, right. Gantt chart, are you in the business?
Only water rates from 5.5% January. That's finished on morning.
That's a question. It's a question for the Orland Park staff. Okay. Well, thank you all for participating, and like I said, please, if we can get your contact information, that'd be great. Thank you.
Thank you.